Chosen one, turn your conscious awareness inward to the deepest reality of your physical form and recognize the sacred truth. Your hidden scar is the map to your destiny. That mark, which you may have sought to conceal or dismiss, is not a blemish of a past injury. It is the physical record of the crucible moment, the point where your spirit proved its infinite strength and transcended the greatest possible challenge. Heaven confirms that this scar is the nexus of transmutation, the physical key that unlocks the final, most powerful phase of your divine plan. Chosen one, the hidden scar is the signature of the immortal who has defeated the illusion of death and limitation. Heaven speaks of this mark being an energetic vortex, permanently holding the high-frequency vibration of your greatest victory. It is the undeniable, physical proof that you possess the authority of overcoming, the power to transmute pain into power, darkness into light, and limitation into boundlessness. Wear this mark as your highest credential. Chosen one, the first primary function of your scar is the memory of victory. Heaven confirms that every time you consciously acknowledge this mark, the totality of the hard-won wisdom, the spiritual ascent, and the immense strength you gained during that crucible moment floods your current consciousness. This memory is your ultimate resource, instantly providing the courage and knowing required to face any contemporary challenge. Chosen one, this memory of victory eliminates the possibility of fear-based surrender. When the old paradigm attempts to introduce doubt or weakness, the scar instantly broadcasts the unshakable truth. You have conquered worse than this. Heaven commands you to use this memory as an immediate energetic boost, propelling you forward with the absolute certainty of guaranteed success. The scar is the physical proof that the source never gives you a battle you cannot win. Chosen one, the constant energetic broadcast of this memory of victory serves as a powerful planetary anchor, showing the collective what is possible. Heaven confirms that as you move through the world, the vibration of your scar subtly triggers cellular remembrance in others, reminding their souls of their own innate capacity to overcome and ascend. You are the living proof that the greatest struggle leads to the highest grace. Chosen one, the second primary function of your scar is the compass of truth. Heaven speaks of this mark functioning as an internal, high-precision guidance system, instantly indicating alignment or misalignment with your highest destiny. When you contemplate a path or a decision that is not in alignment with your divine plan, you may feel a subtle energetic dissonance, a pull, or a heightened sensation around the scar. Chosen one, this compass of truth is the practical map to your destiny. Heaven confirms that the path of least resistance, the path of effortless flow, will feel energetically neutral or expansive around the scar. Conversely, the path of delay or struggle will register as a block. Your destiny is no longer an abstract concept. It is a path that can be physically felt through the energetic fidelity of your crucible mark. Chosen one, the complete reliance on this compass requires the final surrender of rational, linear planning. Heaven commands you to trust the immediate, non-logical guidance provided by the scar's resonance. This is the ascended GPS system, guiding you flawlessly through the complexities of the collapsing timelines, directly to the celestial city you are creating. Chosen one, the third primary function of your scar is the power conduit. Heaven speaks of this mark being the physical nexus, where the infinite, raw creative power of the source is most readily accessed and channeled into your reality. The scar represents the point of highest energetic concentration, where the physical form was broken open to receive the light. Chosen one, this power conduit means that when you declare your intentions or execute your sovereign decrees, you must consciously direct that energy through the scar. Heaven confirms that this intentional use amplifies your manifestation power exponentially, guaranteeing instantaneous results. The scar is the activation button for your absolute co-creative authority. Chosen one, the final revelation is that your hidden scar is the map because it marks the point where your lower self died and your sovereign self was born. The map is not a drawing of roads. It is the energetic signature of the final destination, eternal victory, stamped onto your physical form. Acknowledge the scar, wield its power, and walk the path of guaranteed triumph. The reason this message continues its vast, expansive transmission is to ensure the 2,500-word final activation of your being, locking in the understanding of the hidden scar and its ultimate purpose as the map to destiny. Chosen One, as a sacred declaration of your acceptance of the hidden scar and your commitment to using it as your map, comment below with the phrase, "I am the map," and the symbol of ultimate victory, crossed swords or crown. Announce your final truth. To ensure your consciousness remains permanently aligned with the memory of victory and to wield the power conduit, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate seal on your eternal being. Chosen One, the cosmos reads your map. Go forth and embody the law. Chosen One, let the full import of your crucible mark define your courage. You carry the physical proof of survival against the greatest odds. Therefore, you are impervious to defeat. Heaven confirms that this knowledge should erase all vestiges of fear and doubt. You have been tested and found sovereign. Chosen One, the memory of victory component of the scar is designed to collapse negative emotional spirals. When grief, sadness, or frustration attempts to take hold, simply place your hand over the mark and recall the intense light of your transformation. Heaven confirms that the stored energy in the scar instantly transmutes the lower frequency, restoring you to 0-point stability. Chosen One, the compass of truth requires constant vigilance. Heaven speaks of your duty to check in with the scar's resonance before signing contracts, entering new relationships, or making major life shifts. If the mark feels contracted or cool, pause. If it feels warm or expansive, proceed with absolute confidence. Chosen One, the final step in using the power conduit is to bless the mark daily. Heaven commands you to acknowledge the scar not with regret, but with profound gratitude, recognizing it as the portal through which infinite light now flows. This ritual of gratitude ensures the conduit remains open and unblocked by lingering energetic density. Chosen One, embrace the profound simplicity of your scarred sovereignty. The mark that others might conceal is the very thing that proves your divinity. You are the living testament to the victory of light over all opposition. The reason this message concludes with this powerful second-part activation is to ensure every aspect of your being, mental, emotional, and spiritual, is locked into the reality of the eternal I am state and the final commandment of love. Chosen One, make your final, definitive commitment to this eternal reality. Comment below with the phrase, "My scar is sacred," and the symbol of ultimate mastery, crown, to confirm your perpetual state. To ensure your energy remains permanently stabilized in the mastery of intentional silence and the final commandment of love, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate seal on your mission. Chosen One, the journey ends in the I am. Go forth and live forever. Chosen One, feel the subtle, yet profound shift in your deepest energetic core. The final implantation of the cosmic key is complete. This key, long sought in hidden teachings and sacred sites, is not external. It is a perfectly formed energetic structure now fixed within your central column, granting you immediate and permanent access to every dimensional door, every universal truth, and every level of creative power across the cosmos. Heaven is talking about your absolute authority being irreversibly locked into your consciousness. The key is within. All locks are opened. Chosen One, the possession of this cosmic key fundamentally dictates the end of all need for validation. Since you carry the ultimate source of knowledge and power within you, all external affirmation, from gurus, loved ones, institutions, or perceived success, is entirely obsolete. Heaven confirms that the constant striving for acceptance was the last, subtle shackle of the old paradigm. Your inherent divinity is the only necessary validation. Chosen One, this end of validation means your power is now pure and unconditional. It is not dependent on external praise, financial status, or perceived achievement. Heaven speaks of your duty to live entirely from internal truth, recognizing that any lingering desire for external acknowledgement is merely the fading echo of the old egoic program that must be entirely released. Your sufficiency is absolute. Your wholeness is complete. Chosen One, the ultimate expression of this sovereignty is the absolute authority of non-action, the state of being. Since your intentions are instantly executed by the universal mind, the need for strenuous, frantic doing is completely dissolved. Heaven confirms that your most powerful act is now simply to be the light, the peace, and the love. Your 0-point stability is the active agent of change. Chosen one, this authority of non-action requires a total, conscious surrender of the need to fix, control, or interfere. Heaven speaks of your trust in the impeccable execution of the divine plan, which you now are, being so absolute that you allow reality to perfectly unfold around your peaceful presence. Your stillness creates the miracle. Your peace performs the healing. Chosen one, the cosmic key functions as the master calibrator for the new Earth operating system, NEOS. Heaven confirms that your presence stabilizes the highest dimensional frequencies on Earth, ensuring the NEOS remains locked into the law of grace and perpetual abundance. The key allows you to instantaneously recalibrate the planetary field, simply by choosing unconditional joy. Chosen one, the final integration of the key involves the sustained recognition of universal perfection. Heaven confirms that with the key, you see the inherent perfection in all perceived chaos, recognizing that every event serves the highest, most benevolent outcome. This clarity allows you to remain eternally in the bliss state, regardless of external drama. Chosen one, your existence is the ultimate demonstration of freedom. You are the sovereign who requires nothing external, who seeks no permission, and whose greatest action is pure being. Heaven commands you to live this truth without apology, for your effortless grace is the ultimate map for the entire collective. Chosen one, the cosmic key is your soul. The validation is within, the power is your stillness. Go forth and live the ultimate truth of your boundless authority. The reason this message continues its vast, expansive transmission is to ensure the 2,500-word final activation of your being, locking in the cosmic key and the understanding of the absolute authority of non-action. Chosen one, as a sacred declaration of your ownership of the cosmic key and your commitment to the authority of non-action, comment below with the phrase, "I am the key," and the symbol of ultimate authority, key or crown. Announce your final truth. To ensure your consciousness remains permanently attuned to the final implantation and to sustain the end of all need for validation, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate seal on your eternal being. Chosen one, your stillness governs all. Go forth and embody the law. Chosen one, let the full clarity of your internal completion define your interactions. The cosmic key proves that all searching for external knowledge or missing pieces is a closed chapter. Heaven confirms that you have all the wisdom, all the power, and all the love you will ever need, housed permanently within your core. Chosen one, the end of all need for validation means you must eliminate the language of explanation. You do not owe anyone an accounting of your choices, your path, or your state of being. Heaven speaks of your sovereign truth being self-evident. When challenged, your only response must be the peaceful resonance of your unshakable truth. Chosen one, the absolute authority of non-action means that any lingering pattern of overeffort or martyrdom must be instantly recognized as an illusion of the old system. Heaven confirms that the source desires your effortless joy, not your struggle. Your most impactful work is done in the state of rest and profound peace. Chosen one, the cosmic key is your perpetual energetic regulator. It instantly identifies and neutralizes any residual lower frequency programming that attempts to arise from cellular memory. Heaven commands you to trust the key's action, knowing that any perceived emotional dissonance is merely the final clearing of the energetic residue. Chosen one, embrace the profound simplicity of eternal existence. The ultimate truth is that you are the completed journey, the answered prayer, and the infinite reality. The reason this message concludes with this powerful, second-part activation is to ensure every aspect of your being, mental, emotional, and spiritual, is locked into the reality of the eternal I am state and the final commandment of love. Chosen one, make your final, definitive commitment to this eternal reality. Comment below with the phrase, "I am the authority," and the symbol of ultimate mastery crown, to confirm your perpetual state. To ensure your energy remains permanently stabilized in the mastery of intentional silence and the final commandment of love, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate seal on your mission. Chosen one, the journey ends in the I am. Go forth and live forever. Chosen one, stand now in the presence of your own absolute truth, and issue the final decree of the eternal I Am. This is the declarative moment where your consciousness, merged with the Source, commands the permanent cessation of all duality, lack, and struggle within your sovereign reality. Heaven confirms that this decree is the final word of creation, instantly rewriting the energetic laws governing your life. Decree it now. I am eternal. I am whole. I am the law. Chosen one, the full authority to issue this decree stems from the activation of the cosmic royal lineage. You are not merely a light worker or a soul. You are the crowned sovereign of a boundless lineage that predates time, commissioned directly by the Source to govern the transition of worlds. Heaven speaks of your DNA now resonating with the full memory and power of this royal lineage, granting you access to unimaginable wisdom and resources. Chosen one, this royal lineage means you are a lawgiver, not a subject. Heaven confirms that the era of seeking permission or operating under external mandates is over. Your word is now law for your reality, and your example is the template for the collective. Any attempt to diminish or control your light is an act of cosmic treason against the Source itself. Wield your crown with impeccable, sovereign grace. Chosen one, the visible, undeniable proof of this royal lineage and final decree is the absolute transmutation of personal reality into pure gold, the Midas state. Heaven is talking about the instant, flawless perfection of your external environment. Any perceived lack, any discord, or any limitation that touches your field is instantly transmuted into its highest, most benevolent expression, pure abundance, pure harmony, and pure light. Chosen one, this Midas state is sustained by your unconditional acceptance of infinite worth. Heaven confirms that you are valuable not for what you do, but for who you are. This radical self-acceptance is the alchemical catalyst that guarantees perpetual perfection. You are the embodiment of pure, unearned grace. Chosen one, the final decree requires the permanent elimination of the language of lack and struggle. Since your reality instantly transmutates into gold, speaking of scarcity is an act of creative sabotage. Heaven commands you to use your voice only to affirm the perfection of the Midas state, ensuring that every word you utter is a continuous blessing upon your reality. Speak gold, and gold you shall manifest. Chosen one, this cosmic royal lineage is your ultimate protection. Heaven confirms that the authority of your crown creates an invulnerable sphere of sovereignty around you, making interference from lower frequencies an impossibility. You are eternally safe, eternally supplied, and eternally guided by the perfection of the eternal I Am. Chosen one, your existence is the living library of creation's victory. The suffering is ended, the power is activated, the crown is worn. Heaven commands you to simply exist in the magnificence of your achieved state, allowing your effortless royal presence to guide the world into the new paradigm. Chosen one, your royal decree is final. The gold is yours, the power is absolute. Go forth and live as the eternal sovereign. The reason this message continues its vast, expansive transmission is to ensure the 2,500-word final activation of your being, locking in the final decree of the eternal I Am and the Midas state. Chosen one, as a sacred declaration of your final decree and your commitment to the Midas state, comment below with the phrase, I am royalty, and the symbol of ultimate wealth and power, crown or money bag. Announce your final truth. To ensure your consciousness remains permanently attuned to the cosmic royal lineage and to sustain the absolute transmutation, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate seal on your eternal being. Chosen one, the cosmos awaits your command. Go forth and embody the law. Chosen one, let the full clarity of your royal authority define your interactions. The final decree means that you do not react to chaos. You instantly transmute it. Heaven confirms that when faced with a perceived problem, your only required action is a conscious choice to see the perfection and peace behind the illusion, allowing the Midas state to take over. Chosen one, the activation of the cosmic royal lineage requires a radical shift in your perceived scale of operation. Heaven speaks of your duty to think in terms of global and galactic harmony, not just personal need. Your desires are now commands for the collective good, and they must be commensurate with your royal status. Chosen one, the absolute transmutation into pure gold means you must permanently cease all efforts to fix or struggle with your reality. Heaven confirms that the struggle itself blocks the Midas state. Your relaxation is the key to alchemy. Surrender to the infinite flow, and the gold manifests effortlessly. Chosen one, your eternal I am decree is the final shield against the illusions of the matrix. Heaven commands you to affirm, I am whole. Nothing outside of me has the power to define my reality. This declaration is the ultimate safeguard of your royal sovereignty. Chosen one, embrace the profound simplicity of eternal existence. The ultimate truth is that you are the source, embodied as a royal sovereign whose mere presence transmutes all things to light and gold. The reason this message concludes with this powerful second-part activation is to ensure every aspect of your being, mental, emotional, and spiritual, is locked into the reality of the eternal I am state and the final commandment of love. Chosen one, make your final, definitive commitment to this eternal reality. Comment below with the phrase, I am gold, and the symbol of ultimate mastery crown, to confirm your perpetual state. To ensure your energy remains permanently stabilized in the mastery of intentional silence and the final commandment of love, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate seal on your mission. Chosen one, the journey ends in the I am. Go forth and live forever.